Welcome back to Moans and Bones. I'm Othia the Bones, and this is
Una the Moans.
Yeah, and we are going to be reacting to two videos today, guys. It is a part 1 and part 2 of JonTron's Are You Afraid of the Dark? The TV show series that I believe is from Canada, and I think it aired on Nickelodeon at one point here in the US, but unfortunately for child me, I did not have Nickelodeon very often, so I only saw these really occasionally. I think just like a couple of them here and there, and I don't really have much memory. It was more Goosebumps for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I may have seen some of these. I watched a lot of the horror shows back in the day, because parental guidance, what was it? But at this point, they're all like a mismatch for me. Well, I was literally able to watch Tales from the Crypt as a child.
Well, yeah, but I think Tales of the Crypt are great.
So,
I mean,
I have watched so many of them. Like you mentioned Goosebumps. I know I've seen a whole bunch of them, but they're some mismatch of in my mind now because I watched them.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I probably haven't seen these episodes.
I mean, you think that's bad? I was like 3 or 4, and I remember like walking into my older brother's room and like just sitting down and watching what he had playing on his own little TV and VHS. It was Chucky. As a 3 or 4-year-old watching a 3 or 4-year-old or whatever the hell Charlie's age is in that movie. I think his name is Charlie the Kid. Just be chased by a murderous doll. It left an impact.
I think I first saw Chucky 2 randomly on TV, and I think I was okay with it, but like somewhere like midpoint where towards the end it started to freak me out, and I didn't like Chucky's face. Like Chucky had like
well, it got really weird. Well, and then okay, so here's the thing. I think every kid has like a monster that they like just despise as they grow up, like something, right? For me, it was probably Chucky. I know for my sister, it was actually the clown from the original It. She was terrified of the drains and stuff, apparently.
I know I didn't like certain spiders or worm monsters. I'm trying to think. I feel like I was the type of person like I'm totally tough watching it, but just at random moments where I'm like at night and you're alone, it's like, is it watching me? Like I'm that type of scared.
I see. You got the paranoia fear. Scared of the boogeyman in the closet, the unknown boogeyman. That's basically
exactly
what that is. Yeah, I don't know. Clowns never really bothered me though, so I was never too much bothered by it or anything like that.
I would say clowns are 50-50. When I was little, like if I just saw a circus clown and it looked nice, I'd be okay. Although I do remember once having to go stand next to a very tall man who was a clown, and I was a short child, and for some reason that freaked me out. I think that's my shyness plus suddenly being like next to a very tall stranger when I felt uncomfortable.
Who's also looking kind of odd.
Yeah. Clowns can quickly go weird with their faces. It's
I'm not knocking clowns, but I do not understand that profession personally. I'm like neutral to them. I just don't. They don't like. I'm not afraid of clowns, but like, I'm not like, oh, I gotta go see the clown. No thanks. I'm good.
Kind of get it as a kid, especially if they have tricks.
The only clown that I think is great is Krusty the
certain
Clown.
Face, it can be okay. Krusty.
Because it's fucking funny. But other than that, yeah, like, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, he's like these dang kids.
All right, well, let's get going into this video and see if you are afraid of the dark. I love this like Halloween intro he did in the past. Like, this is pretty old now, but I really love it. All the references.
Yeah, it's really great. Do you have a fear of the dark?
Nah. If anything, I was born.
Yeah, it's only if I'm trapped in it, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be worse. Like, we'll have a video on the channel soon about being trapped in the dark. From Internet Historian.
I now submit for the approval of the 11 p.m. Society, because midnight is too late. The tale of the...
Wait, are you just going to
As
launch
we're
into a
recording
spooky
this
tale?
at,
'Cause
like,
you need
midnight.
a transition first, and you just sat down and didn't say hello to anybody.
All right, you said you had a bunch of free VCRs out here for us, and I thought you may have been confused and meant to say DVD players, or maybe you just didn't understand what you had, and I was coming to take that from you. So pretty much, where's my shit? Can I please just do the sand thing?
Hey, you guys want to see a picture of a real ghost?
Can I please just tell the story? All right, I didn't pretend to have been in Vietnam at multiple bars across the
Looks
country
like
to be treated
Bob.
like this. All right, I call this the tale of the... Oh, Jesus! Oh, who's that? Oh, was this manganese? I think I just got a flashbang.
Manganese.
Oh, it's pure white. I can only see white. Is that God?
20 minutes
Oh,
later.
hey, it's wearing off, guys. I'm not blind anymore. Now I wish I
Dang.
was.
Damn.
What's this?
It was a nice moral.
Are you afraid of the dark? Why, yes. Yes, I am. Oh, it's one of these circle books. I love these.
Are You Afraid of the Dark
books.
was the Nickelodeon-produced, Canadian-made kids' take on horror anthology shows such as Twilight Zone and Tales from the Crypt. Oh, okay. Still can't do the Crypt Keeper. It's pretty much the same concept as Goosebumps, but I always thought this show was a lot scarier. Not to mention it aired 4 years earlier. Like, holy hell, okay, this intro is NSFK. It is not safe for kids. This show touched all bases. Vampire neighbors, ghost neighbors, neighbors. A lot of the episodes had at least one neighbor.
Neighbors
The
are the
episode that
problem.
still haunts me to this
That's
day,
the
and I
lesson.
mean this, was the tale of the dead man's float. The one with like the zombie skeleton who would pull you down if you went swimming and drown you. I mean, that is it. Look at this. Look at this. They showed this to kids. The horrors knew no bounds. Except
awesome.
murder, of course. Because you can't murder kids on television, but you can in movies.
Yeah, they gave you premium
I want a vanilla twist.
craftsmanship.
Well, you're getting strawberry.
With
Damn.
7 seasons of this show, there's a lot of episodes to choose from. But tonight, we're gonna start where it all began.
Every episode starts with the Midnight Society, a group of kids from different schools with different friends, but the same Canadian wardrobe team. What a weird coincidence, eh?
You're here to be considered as a new member of the Midnight Society.
Hey, we're
And you're
cool
wearing a
kids
denim
from the
vest and
90s,
jeans, so
yo.
honestly, you got a pretty good chance here.
So I gotta have more
of the
denim than
Midnight Society.
most children
I
can
call
never even
this story-
think of owning.
The tale of the Phantom Cab.
The Phantom Cab.
Here we meet our heroes, Denny and Buzz, your typical two stereotypical kids who find themselves lost in the woods. Speaking of names, look at these credits. It reeks of Canada. Jean-Marie Comieux. Real Prouds? Oh, thank God we got the real one. You know what I'm saying? I see you, fake Prouds. You get out of here.
Campfire.
I did trust you, and you got us
The
lost,
campfire thing
cheeseball.
sparked
Hey,
my
watch
memory.
the
I've definitely
language.
seen
This is a
some
kid's
of these.
show.
I still don't have
Great
many.
lame wad. Now we're lost and we can't read the map. You are such a loser.
Damn, I never been burned that bad before by a piece of wood.
Look, there's the ridge we came up on.
I have a sneaking suspicion this is the first time anyone in Canada ever tried acting. Also, is it just me, or are all these kids' lines ADR'd by another, even worse actor? His dialogue barely matches up.
Look, there's the ridge we came up on. We could circle back and take the red trail.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh
Yeah.
that is
Just noodle.
That is,
I did not see
appropriate
that clip.
music. I have a feeling the musical direction for this scene went a bit like this. Hey, okay, so the kid could possibly, die in this scene, fall off the ledge, make a big splatter, so it's real morbid, it's real scary, just noodle around on the guitar a bit. Yeah, don't worry about it. Here's a loony for your time, there's a toonie for your wife, a money's cartoon,
Why
a
can't he actually
bags,
just go
food,
get his hand? He's on the
Hey.
cliff.
I saved the compass.
Because they're kids and they don't know how to move.
I should have let you fall.
I should have let you. What the fuck?
What? Yeah, it's fun.
I should pound you.
But I won't, I guess.
Look, someone's coming.
Oh no! Is that a
Go
haunted flashlight?
to therapy,
Oh,
Jeremy.
turn off the brights.
Who would just immediately shine their flashlight on someone's face as they met them?
You're not a ranger, are you?
Ranger? No, not me.
I'm a serial killer.
I'm Buzz, and this is Denny.
And we're a little out of focus and not really
Just
sure where
Alan
this
the
episode is
Fog.
going, so if you could just, take us somewhere spooky.
Tell you what, you follow me, and I'll lead you to someone who can help you.
Perfect. So basically, the kids meet this creepy guy and he tells them that he'll help them out of the woods. He then leads them to this cottage.
There you go, boys. Home of the good doctor.
I believe that's the home of Bilbo Baggins, actually.
I'm sorry I got us lost, Danny.
Don't worry, I'll smack you when we get home.
Yes, do not worry. The beatings will
Ranger
come.
cottage
You
or
will be
something.
beat. There is no escape.
There is no escape.
I don't suppose either of you are any good at riddles.
That is never usually a good sign.
Vink's the name, Dr. Vink.
They meet this guy who's essentially a Canadian Hagrid who sits here studying nature in his creepy hut.
Canadian
Kids just wanna
Hagrid.
call their
To
parents
say, is he
nasty, but in
whimsical or
order to do
creepy,
so,
and do you
Vink
wanna roll the
insists
dice?
they must
Or
solve the riddle.
both.
Here's the
Whimsically creepy.
deal. I ask you a riddle, and if you solve it, you can call your parents.
And
you
if we
don't, I
don't
eat
solve
you.
it,
Then you leave.
let's do it. I'm good at riddles.
They're dead. 2 kids gonna die tonight.
What is it that has no weight, can be seen by the naked eye, and if you put it in a barrel, it would make the barrel lighter?
Halloween, it's gotta be candy. 3 Musketeers, lightest candy bar.
Fuck you.
I hate riddles.
It's right up there with thinking for you, isn't it? Oh my god. Something's actually gonna happen in this episode?
I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
So, after they fail, Dr. Vink gives them directions to the plot.
A cab? In the woods?
I don't know what you're up and not about. It's more
Just
believable than
what?
your acting.
I'm gonna focus on the
Doc,
doctor's
just
bald
use the
spot
phone.
on his crazy hair.
There is one way.
2 kids gone die tonight.
You can leave me a specimen.
Doc, I'm not sure I can get behind this.
This is really
Something
just
like-
a lonely man who's like dying to do riddles with anybody.
Look at his kid's face. True terror.
The horror.
I know a scared kid when I see him. This is a scared kid.
Hey, Danny! Wait up! Was that somebody?
Wait, what?
You saw it. The guy's a lunatic.
Sounds like one of those riddles you can't solve.
Yeah, like how does Kanye West?
Just, well, you get what John is alluding to, but it's probably not that.
This!
They can leave him a specimen.
Look at his kid's face. True terror.
I know a scared kid when I see him. This is a scared kid.
Hey, Danny! Wait up! Was that somebody?
You saw it. The guy's a lunatic.
Sounds like one of those riddles you can't solve.
Yeah, like how does Kanye West keep getting awards?
Maybe it can be solved. Maybe you should all just lighten up and let me finish the story.
Wolfness, the howl.
So lo and behold, a taxi cab does show up, and who's driving it but Flynn, the serial killer from earlier. Except this time he's dressed up to go to a midnight showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I give a ride to folks who can't answer Dr. Vink's riddles. Happened to me around 40 years ago.
He took your.
Oh boy! I think it's one of his favorites.
All right, man, no need to gloat. Jesus Christ.
Didn't I tell you? Before the good doctor got his specimen, had myself a nasty little accident. Crashed into this big old tree. You might say, I sort of died!
I don't think there's really like an in-between with that.
Flynn explains that they're about to die in another accident, but to reverse the curse and free all the spirits Dr. Vink has claimed, they have one more chance to solve the riddle. They've got only 30 seconds to figure it out.
I got it! I know the answer!
What is it?
I'm totally fucking serious right now!
It's weightless, you can see it, and if you put it in a barrel, it'll make the barrel lighter.
Say it!
It's a hole! It's a hole in the barrel!
Here we go!
Oh, hey, yeah, that does make perfect sense. I should have thought of that. Nice thinking, kid.
The older kid, like, just like, We're not in class, kid. Just say it. I'm about to die.
But the Midnight Society likes the kid's story.
John changed the ending there. They do succeed in their riddle. He just clips something else in with the cards.
I feel like the flow of that story was a little silly,
there you have
but
it.
Definitely
it was
was.
for kids.
Episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? But this spook fest is far from over. It's gonna be part 2. Come back for part 2.
And we will be here with part 2 right now. Got Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong Country, Castlevania, so many things really. Lavender Town from Pokemon. Zombies Ate My Neighbor. Ugh. Every time. It looks so cool.
Hey there, this is part of a 2-part JonTron Halloween special. If you haven't seen the first episode, click here. If you have, keep watching.
Come on. What the? There we go. Welcome back, everyone. I've been standing here for several days. Let's move on to the next episode. The Tale of Laughing in the Dark.
This episode takes place at an amusement park, namely at this creepy funhouse. As you can see by this little girl's reaction, it's extremely terrifying.
She's like smiling.
This is a clown story. I hate clowns. They're creepy. They give me nightmares. Where's my thermos?
Oh, I heard of that. They call it bozophobia.
Oh, zinger! This kid's the cool kid. I'm sitting next to him. So these 3 kids, Josh, Kathy, and Ouija, step up and dare each other to enter this haunted funhouse. But right before Josh goes in, we see, is that the same guy? It's the same guy from the first episode.
Pick the right door and you go free. Pick the wrong door, and there he'll
He's
be.
multifaceted.
Is it even possible to be typecast
Is
as
it
the creepy guy
multifaceted?
who tells riddles to kids? Because
Like, that's all he's doing. He's a creepy guy who tells the riddles. It's the same role, just different outfit. What do you think of the clown design with the big, like, weird green teeth?
The clearly is in the creepy clown.
if so, I think this guy might be at the forefront of his industry.
Coming in, Mr. Brave Young Man.
Think maybe you could run that by me one more time?
Coming in, Mr. Brave Young Man.
Nope, still didn't catch it.
Maybe another time.
Hey kid, listen, I don't blame you. I'd be
Brave
terrified
young
too. I don't know
man.
what the hell he's saying.
I'm always here.
What is this? What kind of room is this?
That kid just looked
does
like-
every
Yeah, what
Canadian's
room is
home
this?
just have a
What's
hockey
Spacing
room?
out.
In this scene, we find out that a clown named Zebo was killed in a tragic
KG clown.
funhouse
Wait, what was
fire.
that? KG
For a whole
clown
night there?
caught in.
That
Yeah,
house.
hold on.
Does every Canadian's
We
home
can
just have a
investigate
hockey
this.
room? In this
KG clown caught in calamity. Scandal. Hinted city in uproar. Trusted cop feared imp. What? Bar the bars? That's bar the bars. Oh shit. Alright.
scene, we find out that a clown named Zebo was killed in a tragic funhouse fire.
For a whole night there, that house got a lot less fun.
Zebo smokes cigars. The police figure he threw one away in the spook house because the whole place caught fire with him inside.
That kid is, clearly reading off the script.
Tragically, the clown perished in the inferno. Ew.
Ew, what a weird old guy. He
What a weird
died.
reaction
Yeah.
to tell her to
I
have.
bet he likes to trap small children inside. And tickle them! Tickle, tickle, tickle!
Okay, you can stop that now. I'm getting a little uncomfortable.
Oh, what the?
No, I'm glad I saw that one through to the end. That evil red-headed boy got what he deserved. The real monster was the monster inside their friend. This clown is said to have died in the funhouse, and he's basically a big old curse on the place. So Ouija double dares Josh to go in the funhouse alone. But Josh one-ups him by saying that not only
What
will he
are their
go in alone,
clothes?
but he'll steal Zebo's nose. So Josh grabs Ouija and he wormholes him into the park. and off they go to most likely die at the foot of their own hubris.
Look at me, I'm Zebo. Zebo.
That's asking for trouble.
What do you think I am, some kind of clown?
Yes, definitely.
I mean, you are
guys,
a clown.
I think I found out why this place burned down. I like how they rebuilt it and were like, should we put the fire thing back in? You know, I know it did destroy the last place and kill our best clown, but people really like the fire thing. After narrowly escaping death, Josh finds the Zebo dummy and steals his nose.
All right. Thanks, guy. You just made me a hero. I'm the guy who beat Zebo.
Why are you talking to him?
So Josh wins the dare and Ouija. Why is his name Ouija? This is not a name. Ouija has to wear Zebo's nose to school, and he's not very happy about it.
That is a weird name.
Enough, all right? You're a hero and I'm a loser. What can I say?
Cigars.
Yeah? What about him? You're not gonna tell me, all right? Is this really gonna happen? He's just gonna keep going. Still going. All right. This rivals the tracking shot in Goodfellas. Oh, did he find it? Okay, it's a bush.
What?
Is that a ghost playing with a fog machine back there? You have no proof that
Zebo's
isn't
chain
what that
smoking
is.
back there.
So Josh goes home because his friends don't like him anymore.
Damn
also,
kid
his
stole
parents
my
aren't home,
nose.
probably because they don't like him either.
Murdered little bastard.
Drive me back to the
I have
tobacco.
theater tickets tonight.
Excuse me, you think maybe you could repeat that?
Don't put your... Oh, you bitch.
Oh, God! Well, kid,
No, he deserves
hey,
to die
don't
just
worry
for
about it.
that.
You know, no sweat. We've all gambled on a fart and lost.
One day's the best I'm gonna
gross.
Oh, hey. Well, this is getting kind
You
of
better
scary.
hope that clown kills you now, kid. Like your mom's gonna beat you.
Yeah,
they blew
it
back.
It's a joke. He's trying to get me. I'll show him. I'm not scared.
I'll set this table real good. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with a crazy guy. He's not gonna put more, is he? Oh my God, what even?
You're like, what is he doing?
Okay, he's putting more. Who wrote this shit?
Oh, how can that burn so fast?
Oh, hold on, man. Whoa, really? You could just do that? What are you, Bruce Willis and Unbreakable? I'm pretty certain the scariest thing that would arise from this situation would be a trip to the ER for those first-degree burns. Good God. I can't say I blame him. I mean, I'd be just as terrified if I knew a clown was tracking human shit all over my mom's new rug. The terror continues as Zebo is after his stolen nose. Josh flees from his home to escape from the clown, and he returns to the funhouse to offer the nose back.
Okay, I shouldn't have taken your nose. I'm sorry. There, it's all yours. Just to show there's no hard feelings. Cigars.
Who exactly sold cigars to a child?
Right?
He stole his dad's cigar?
He just totally did. Just stole a goddamn case. Hey, look, there's a cigar.
Were kind of spooky, but nothing spectacular. So let's
just
check
say,
out the tale of the dark.
It's just his ploy to get cigars from kids. Like,
Exactly. It's just that guy.
He's just such a cheapskate. He's like
stalking, making people miserable.
If they're not getting it, he'll leave like more and more, direct hints that like, bring me my nose and cigars. Bring me cigars.
He's like, I made a killing in sales this year, and I got $8 of cigars.
$8. Jeez. You never know. Like, what if the kid is like giving him like some expensive case his dad has been just like holding on to for like a few decades? Yeah. And then just like, where did my $1,000 case of unique cigars come from? Where'd they go? They're gone. Cheapskate.
There's like, his parents come home, Kevin. It's like, Kevin, what happened to the pudding? That's the one dessert I had tonight. I don't have time to make more.
Well, I put my fingers in it and then dropped the whole bowl. Where's my cigars? Where's my
dad comes like, where's my cigars, Kevin? And that's the true horror story. He's just like, don't beat me, Dad. Don't belt me. It was a clown, I swear.
He's really in a broken home, and he was just trying to escape by doing these like crazy dares. Oh my god.
Music, considered by many to be one of the...
Although his friend, I think, was the one that had the worst fate. Ouija. Who names their kid Ouija?
Scariest episodes in the entire series.
The Tale of the Dark
What's that
Music.
short for? I don't know.
No, it was literally his name. They just kept calling him Ouija. I don't think it was short for anything.
Huh.
I don't know. I wonder. Yeah, I would love to know who came up with that name, like on the writing or whatever.
Kid with a paper route that he uses
This
to
one is
help
pretty
support his
good, though.
divorced working mother.
It gave him money to buy lunch at school.
And it also gave all the other kids free reign to wail on him because he always smelled like sweat and newspaper ink in homeroom. Andy's mom just inherited a house from their recently deceased uncle that nobody knew existed, which is great, by the way, because it's free without any of the sadness of uncle death. Hey, look,
the hardcore
Scariest
bully
twist.
man.
Scariest twist of all time.
Good guy has a paper route and loves his mom. Bad guy wears boots all black and his hair looks like ramen. Mmm.
Ramen hair. Oh no.
Things are so stupid.
Lady, you already got like 25 of them up there. What, you haven't got the hang of this by now? Also, I don't think your slam dunk method is doing you any favors here.
Do me a favor, go down in the basement and see if he had a ladder.
The basement?
What's the matter, Andy? Afraid of the dark?
No, I'm not afraid of the dark.
Well, that's a shame, because you're a fucking liar, Andy! And also, that's the name of the show. So I'm pretty sure it's fair to say you're in for some shit. Oh, yeah? Any day now. Is it ever gonna end? There he is! So Andy goes into the basement to get the ladder and starts playing with an old radio for some reason.
Hey, somebody hit the wall switch up there? I need some power.
Do it yourself!
Oh, I haven't felt love like that since the Third Reich.
I heard that.
Yeah, Ghost.
Like
I
chomping
heard
man in the
you,
house,
so
you
you
know what's
better
helping
knock
me.
that off back there. Oh, yeah! Just
do
get
that.
right into that. That's my jam.
Better not be in something in that shadow. Better not bump
I knew his
As you
name.
can see, Andy gets scared shitless by these two red eyes and runs upstairs to tell his mom.
It was in there. It talked to me. It said, come in and I'll suck your or something like that.
Kid, you're gonna have to be a little more specific when you make these kinds of accusations.
I swear, Mom, there
John
was something
beeping at the
in
right
here.
moment makes a big
Maybe
difference.
it was a rat. Or the leaky old plumbing.
Yeah, probably one of those things.
This house is falling apart.
Unrelated. So the mom brushes off the ghost encounter by saying it was probably just this old radio,
It's just
which
a rat,
makes sense
you dumb child.
surprisingly. But Andy still isn't convinced.
Let's get something to eat before Christina gets it all.
Yes, because
don't
her
need to
sister is a
protect you.
ravenous badger girl
got
that will
2
eat all our
children.
food until her stomach explodes. Can we back up there for a second? I think I found out who the demon is. Andy decides to ask his
Oh my
mom for a
God.
little more info about who his uncle was.
He never left the house, but somehow got filthy rich.
How did he die?
He was old. Just stopped living.
Yes, I think that's the case for most people.
I found him in the basement.
Let's change the subject. Chris, go down and put the clothes in the laundry for me, okay?
You know, where the dead body I was just talking about was? What game is she even playing? She looks like a chimp trying to use a telephone. I get real scared when the lights go
He's gotta
out.
wiggle the.
Bully beat me up, got a paper route.
Okay.
All right, come on. This
Yeah,
isn't scary at
John,
all.
give me
I mean,
the
how
full
many
track.
times is he gonna dick around in the basement for something to actually happen?
Hi, Andy. Won't you come play with me?
No! I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fuck
have
no.
to watch the rest of this one with the lights on.
Brightness.
They explain that Andy forgets these incidents that are seemingly caused by music, which is the reason he keeps going down and screwing up. Except for the first time, in which he did remember. Basically, the writers didn't give a shit, but it's okay. Neither did the audience. So, Andy's mom leaves him a note to go down into the basement and do more.
So the uncle was just a
guessed it,
creepy doll
laundry.
masker.
In this show, laundry moves the plot
not quite.
forward. That is not a good sign. Also, we're just not going to talk about this human
Like how
hand in
that's
the
how he
jar
got his
back
money.
here. Just not going to talk about it.
Oh, I see.
You remember in The Matrix when Neo discovered the Matrix because he had to go downstairs and do a towel wash? Or when Maximus was like, did you put my work clothes in the dryer? Or even when Clark Gable was like, frankly, dear, I separate the whites from the colors. Except that one wasn't about laundry. That was real. That was about racism. By the way, what is it with parents and always
Oh my
leaving their
God.
kids notes in these shows? I guess it's just an enabler for haunted happenings. You're listening to Stock Music
Enabler of the
Radio.
haunted house.
Only the safest music that keeps production costs low and scares high.
That's a premium boombox right there. The way music should be listened to.
Weird clown music. Turn it up.
He likes that.
Don't stop now, son. You're almost here.
Yeah, it's like a nice song.
Don't you want to have some fun?
Why are you scaring children?
It's our job.
Music. It's music.
We
Not
are
laundry,
amazing
like
at
I
scaring
thought.
children.
Excitedly,
Not
Andy hops on
laundry
his
like
bike
I
to go
thought.
tell his mom, like any kid would
It's
want to do.
music causing it, not laundry.
Nice day for a ride, isn't it?
The fuck?
Okay, that's one for the record books. We gotta show that again.
Boom.
Not much of a punch, but it would give a door a mean knock.
Mom's not gonna help you now, kid.
Multi-kill.
That's how
After
he
suffering
just
this
has
What a
abuse for too
dick.
long,
Not the
Andy
clean
comes up with a
shaven,
plan for revenge.
the hair
Also, his
look.
house number is 420, which is probably a metric pain in the
420?
ass on the 20th day of April.
When you're done, come over and clean my house. You make a good maid. You're dead.
Oh, sick burns all around today.
Damn.
Through a master class of
That was a
trickery,
sick
Andy
burn.
traps the neighborhood bully in his basement to teach him a lesson once and for all. After realizing that
Okay,
music
actually,
summons the
bass.
dark spirit,
Good
he
job.
blasts some awesome metal to lure it out while the guy's still in there.
Metal in it.
No!
Well, it's any
anything
music,
but
seemingly.
screamo!
You mess with me, I'll do this to you again.
Wait, what's this? He's got a new bike now? Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, how did it...
It's yours,
He
Andy.
gave him a bike.
I'll give you anything you
Did he
want.
fathom?
You only have to do one thing.
What's that?
Feed me.
This has gotten way more Little Shop of Horrors creepy and deep than I thought it was.
And it better be good, or you're gonna get it.
No, little girl. Your brother
He's
should-
already planning to feed his sister to it.
They didn't blow it.
Yeah, that one I think is actually quite scary because it shows like how we can be scary when given like
Yeah, that one
the gift of
actually, the
anything.
ending of that one actually gave me more of a really OG, not Tales from the Crypt, I'm trying to think of the other, it has
Twilight
movies, I'm trying to
Zone?
remember what it's called.
It feels kind of Twilight Zone in a
I'll
way.
look it up. Yeah,
But
that too.
I would say it's just really interesting because like it explains like the uncle got rich by just staying home because he would feed people to it. Like
Oh yeah. Oh, I was thinking Creep Show.
Oh, yeah, like those damn those poor kids. He's literally gonna feed his sister at the end, and the look he has too. Like, well, real quick, special thanks to Canada, we love you. But like
Yeah,
the
Bob
kid
the
actually
Ghost.
nailed it here at the end. Like that look, like he's so okay with it. It's kind of freaky. Like he already killed
He's like,
one
"I got
person.
my
He's like,
ticket."
well, time to kill everyone else. Who needs an adult?
Well,
Get
yeah.
down here.
He's gonna get whatever. He's gonna get whatever he wants, and he can stop, or at least semi-stop the bullying of him. The problem is he's getting eventually will eat him. Slash, I feel like he's being kind of cheaply bought at the moment because he did all that.
Oh no, he
just
said
for a
he'll
bike.
get anything he wants. He didn't even ask for the bike. It just knew that the bike was broken. It can like read his mind. That's how it knew it's his name too. So it can probably see like his real desires and provide it.
I guess that's why it
Creepy.
didn't eat him. It knew ultimately he'd be turned into its feeder.
His new keeper. Keeper of the door. That is a really cool concept though, with the music causing it to happen, that kind of thing. Like, really neat. I think it's a really cool concept and definitely one of the better episodes of the show for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, Bob the Ghost was a pretty chill guy.
Yeah, super chill.
I know him from back in the day. Yeah. He makes some royalties off those boxes.
One would hope. But yeah, I really like the series, this little series he did for Halloween. I think it was just 1 year he did it, and yeah, really good episodes. I think it just like takes a look at these old ones.
Hey, really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say,
We're
you know
not
how
rushing.
it's always like kids around the campfire? Kids around the
yeah.
campfire. And I'm like, did you want to be one of those kids? Like somebody who's somehow a kid who knows, like, is super aware, knows all the deets and all these stories. If the other kid's aware.
I mean,
How do these 10-year-olds know these stories? They're so
right?
in the know.
There's that. I don't know. Most people I knew when I was a kid did not like horror. So it was like, oh man, I was trying to get a good
It was a
shot of
mixed
them all in
bag
the
for
campfire.
me.
We'll just have the fire, but yeah, no, I don't know. Like most of the ones I knew, they didn't care for creepy stories, or when they did actually listen to a creepy story or watch like a horror movie, it freaked them out. So, I was probably the most horror buff person in my friend group by far.
I feel like it was a mix for me. Some kids would get spooked out, and I knew a bunch of people who like to, like test themselves. So
Test themselves. What, like against Paranormal Activity? We both know recently, because we rewatched that series, that whole series is shite. It's so I cannot believe the first one made as much money as it did, but it did. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, in some ways, at least the first one was probably the most interesting and innovative. It just gets
Well,
creepier.
I wouldn't say it's innovative, but I would say it was clever. It used very minimal resources to create a compelling enough ghost story that it worked in a like a main movie screen like production somehow. Because again, it was really low budget and made a ton of money.
I'm gonna say horror shows that you don't have to make. The audience doesn't demand great.
You don't have to make a
movie.
You don't really need to make the best movie. You
movie
just
will
need
do.
a movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a real winner right there. It really lives up to that. You just need to make a movie. It doesn't need to be great or super well thought out.
No.
All right,
Especially
guys.
for horror, I feel.
Yeah, horror. I think specifically, you can kind of just throw shit at the wall and just kind of watch it smear into a line. Much like Zebo and his shoes in the pudding. God damn it. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us here today. We hope you liked this Afraid of the Dark little series here with JonTron. And we hope to see you next time here at Moans and Bones.